Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Ms. Judy G. Brown, age 66 of Logan, will be held at 11 a.m. today in the Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. Burial will follow at Emmaus Cemetery. The Reverend Jason Hancock and the Reverend James Robertson officiating. Moss Service is directing. Ms. Alma Lois Nix of Cullman passed away Friday at Woodland Village Health Care Center at the age of 82. Funeral services will be held today at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel at 2 p.m. The Reverend Kerry Cleghorn officiating. Interment will be in Cullman City Cemetery. Funeral services for Evelyn Smith, age 80 of Cullman, will be at 11 a.m. today at Baldwin Heights Baptist Church. Interment in the adjoining cemetery. Ms. Smith will lie in state at the church from 10 a.m. until funeral time. Reverend Steve Rogers officiating. Cullman Funeral Home directing. Ms. Smith passed away on Thursday in Sulphur Springs, Texas. Funeral services for Willard Robertson, age 94 of Hansville, will be held today at 1 p.m. at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. Truman Davis and Buddy Perkins will officiate. Interment in Fairview West Cemetery. The family will receive friends from noon to 1 p.m. Hansville Funeral Home is directing. Mr. Robertson passed away on Thursday at Hansville Nursing and Rehab. Funeral services for Margaret Ann Pug Harris Williams, age 64 of Hansville, will be held tomorrow at 11 a.m. at Rice's Chapel Baptist Church. Benny Shipp and Eddie Frank Nichols officiating. Interment in Mount Hope Cemetery. The family will receive friends today beginning at 6 p.m. at the church. Hansville Funeral Home in charge. Ms. Williams passed away on Friday at her residence. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2. We are broadcasting live at channel2cullman.com. And of course, you can watch our program anytime as we archive all the shows at channel2cullman.com. Did you have a good weekend?
I did. My grandson came to visit, and
that's always a good time.
Yes, and we went out to the Pine Heart Farms. And I'm going to learn. One of these days I'm going to learn. He is just 2.5. He'll be 3 in November. But when you say we're going to go see tractors, he loves tractors. Seeing for a 3-year-old or a 2-year-old, that doesn't cut it. We want to ride the tractors. What was I thinking? Yes. Ride tractor John Deere, Daddy. Ride tractor John Deere. Heard it 100 times. We get up there, ride tractor John... No, honey, these aren't your tractors. We can't get on that. Ride tractor John Deere. Oh, yeah. Okay, no. So needless to say, we didn't stay there too long. But they had some little birdhouses made up for little kids any age, and they had 4 little nail holes that they had to put in to make sure that the roof was secure, and they'd already drilled the little nail holes and everything. So he got to hammer in 4 nail holes with the help of somebody. But that was kind of cool. So we got to take home the birdhouse.
Well, very good.
Yeah, so I thought that was really good.
I built it myself.
That's right. That's right. So.
Well, let's check the weather and see what's going on this week. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Starting with the weather almanac for the 28th of October, the average high temperature is now 71. The average low is 47. The record high 86 in 1940. The record low 26 in 1914. Sunset this evening at 6:23 and sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:38. The satellite picture shows you what's going on around the country. Once again, wintry weather up north, rain in the south. That's the way things look. Here's our forecast for today. We do have a 50% chance of rain this morning. Was it raining when you came in?
Drizzling.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it was when I came in. High today, 69. For tonight, cloudy, low of 51. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 76. And Wednesday, 78. Wow. Thursday, 75 with rain in the forecast again. And then cooling off for the weekend. 68 on Friday, 62 on Saturday, and 59 on Sunday for high temperatures. So, interesting weather for the next few days.
Yeah, I thought this rain was going to bring in a cold front, but obviously it's not.
It's bringing a warm front.
Yeah, I see that now. Wow, okay.
Yeah, a lot of interesting things as far as the weather is concerned.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Pinehart Farm Day. I understand lots and lots of people were out there.
We got there early, but I do think that they had a very good crowd. It was really nice. We did get to do a couple little things. There was one lady that was making apple butter, and so I did give a sample of that to Logan, and he did eat that. He enjoyed that. And there were all these different little booths set up where they had furniture making, and they had the sawing, and, you know, the big old double-handled saw for the sawing of a tree. Crosscut, okay, thank you. And so there was just a lot, but there were a lot of things that we really didn't get to see because...
Well, I don't know unless you spend all day that you can see everything.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they really have a lot going on.
They do. It's a great operation, and I think they did have a good attendance. It was beautiful weather. It was just really great on Saturday, so cool and crisp and really nice. So
okay.
You have a good weekend?
Yes. Good. I watch football.
Okay. Well, we did some of that too.
And let's see, let's look at our Facebook friend of the day for today.
That's Laura Moon Dunlap, and Laura must be having, maybe that's a new little grandbaby in her hands, who knows. She likes Michael Bublé and, okay, 93.7 WDJC, that may be a radio station?
Yeah, the radio station.
Okay.
It's a Christian station in Birmingham.
Okay, sorry, I'm figuring what in the world is all this, but okay. Gotcha. Well, good for her, and thank you for being our friend. And because you're our friend, we're going to give you a little prize. All you need to do is come by here and pick up your certificate so you can get your large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue, located right there in the Berlin area.
Whenever we want to find out what's new around town, we invite our guest for today.
Yes, we do. Waid Harbison is here, and of course he is with Cullman Park and Rec, and there's always something going on at Cullman Park and Rec, and he's going to be talking about the latest. I guess it's all about the new Bass
Fishing Hall of Fame.
Fishing Hall of Fame. I keep wanting to say tournament, but it's not a tournament. It's an actual building that's going to be coming up pretty soon, right? So, all right.
Talk about
Good
that.
deal.
George is here with news and commentary right after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Time for news and commentary on this Monday morning. Looking at news across the state, you know, prisons are overcrowded. And just as the Cullman County Jail had to meet certain requirements and they had to build a new jail, likewise, they're overcrowding in state pens. And what's the answer? Well, unfortunately, according to our district attorney, less jail time, more trials for nonviolent offenders. Now, I don't know. Here's what we call a nonviolent crime. In other words, probably not any jail time. Offenses like theft, forgery, drug crimes, breaking and entering vehicles, receiving stolen property, considered nonviolent crimes. So what's left? Serial killers, Well, there's a worksheet, according to the district attorney, they have to follow whenever they consider someone who's guilty of these offenses. How many times, for example, have they been arrested? That weighs into the decision to put them in jail. But for someone just learning and biting and cutting their teeth in the criminal world, this is something probably they enjoy seeing. It's unfortunate. Just so many doggone things out there to lead people astray, and now it's going to be more difficult to put them behind bars. The airport board in Cullman County went into executive session again. Now that happens whenever you're discussing the good name and character of an individual that's a hiree. Or in this particular case, usually the airport board or airport manager, Mr. Bob Burns. They went into session last Thursday morning, and they were looking at, they said, on job descriptions of the manager and the assistant manager at the airport. In the past, apparently, the board has not been pleased that maybe Mr. Burns had been making decisions that the board felt it should be making instead of an individual. So Mr. Burns had threatened that he would go seek legal counsel if they continued to pressure him or put him in a position of discipline when he said he's done nothing wrong. But it's a tempest in a teapot sometimes. I know that whenever I went into office in 1996, they had a manager out at the airport who talked the board into letting him bring a travel trailer on the grounds of the airport. Then he started living there. No electricity, no garbage, none of that stuff, right? Boy, that was a hoot. We finally took care of that business, but it was a while in coming. A family of 3 arrested out on Highway 69 for having homegrown gambling machines, some slot machines and other. It's a little bit of marijuana, too. We're talking about 52-year-old Willard Craig Knighton, his wife, 48-year-old Tammy Jo Knighton, and their son, 21-year-old Justin Tyler Knighton, all arrested for those kind of things. The family that gambles together, I guess, goes to the pen together. So how that goes, I don't know. Looking at this stuff, that's a nonviolent crime, isn't it? This new thing went into effect October 1st, so it's what we're dealing with now. A 17-year-old Indian girl, that's in western India, hanged herself after her parents told her that she was spending too much time on a computer on Facebook. When they told her she couldn't spend any more time doing that, she needed to buckle down and do her studies, she hanged herself. What is it about social media that has such power? A high-ranking official with the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has declared in an interview with PBS's Frontline that the end of antibiotics is here. So many people and doctors apparently have abused this to the point that now they're not effective. Things that it used to cure 10 years ago, it doesn't cure anymore. The MRSA kind of infections, right? These kind of bacteria that find their way into a lot of times, things that people have used. Towels, I guess it is, like in sporting teams and such. Apparently that's one of the way that there are a couple of cases occurred. Well, and what do you do whenever you don't have enough money to build roads? What are people doing in the states, and what's the federal government doing? The feds tried to do it by tacking on a tax for how many miles you drive. Remember those little black boxes we talked about being in your new car that tell the amount of miles you've driven? State officials now, like in Oregon, testing a way to force you to pay based on how many miles you drive and using their highways, or our highways. See, with more and more cars getting better gas mileage, it's hard to use gasoline tax as the basic source, right? Also, Lincoln High School, San Jose, California, Lincoln High School cheerleaders told you cannot do a benefit wash to help yourself go to this national competition. They said that your car wash that you're holding is going to be violating our water discharge laws. and this is the state that's so deep in debt they can't even see over the top, right? When you know the rule of the law but don't have any common sense, this kind of nonsense happens, in my view. And finally, McDonald's has lost its taste for ketchup, for Heinz ketchup. And why is that? This seems kind of amusing. The fact that their new CEO at Heinz is a former chairman at Burger King. It's the small things that add up, I guess. Stay tuned. More Today on 2 after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Let's see what we can try to give away for today. What are the prizes we have on Monday? We have the day pass to Hurricane Creek Park. And we also have the homemade dessert courtesy of the Busy Bee Cafe. And those are the prizes for today. Let's look at our ads. We'll ask you a question, of course, about one of these ads. And we start with Cotton State Barns of Cullman, where you can buy or rent to own carports, playsets, utility trailers, and storage buildings. They're on Highway 278 west of the interstate.
And there's the Busy Bee Cafe. Check out their new dinner hours, Fridays and Saturday nights from 2 p.m. until 9 p.m. They have live music, and of course they are the home of the original bread burger. That's the Busy Bee Cafe.
Earl's Body Shop, where they do towing, large and small, local or long distance. Of course, auto body repair as well. Earl's Body Shop on Highway 31 North.
New fitness facility in downtown Cullman, right there next to Renard's Gallery. It's called Be Fit, located at 141 First Avenue Southeast, I guess. Maybe that's not it. 314, something like that. I don't know what the address is. Cut off.
The Yates Chance Christian Bookstore Christmas Open House is coming up November 23rd. They have a store-wide sale. Discounts up to 60% off. Wow. Refreshments, door prizes, and giveaways will be available.
All right. Tires for Less is more than just tires. They do feature Bridgestone and Firestone type of tires. They're located right there on Highway 31 North, just past 157.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, offering suits and sport coats made to your measurements. And, of course, you'll always find regular, big, and tall sizes available at Mr. Hicks Menswear.
Borden Family Pharmacy is Cullman's leader in adult immunizations, and right now is the time to be getting those flu shots. They even have flu mist for children. No appointments necessary, located right there on Eva Road at 157.
And new is the, what is that, LaFawn?
I guess.
LaFawn line is available at Doug Doggett Jewelers on Compass Way. And, of course, check out their new website, Doug Doggett Jeweler.
And the Pumpkin Blizzard is still available for a few more days through the end of October at Dairy Queen. And don't forget about that $5 lunch, which is a great deal.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue and Country Cookin'. I bet that's the longest title for a business we have, right?
It is.
They have the football tailgate packs for just $50. There we go with some of our merchant ads. Question for today is about one of our newer advertisers, Jolly Time. What does Jolly Time do? Do you think we'll get somebody get the answer on that one? If I give you the rest of the name of the business, you'll know what it is.
Yeah.
So tell us, what do they do? at Jolly Time. 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. We have the day pass to Hurricane Creek Park and the free dessert at the Busy Bee. You can call right away and we'll watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
I am Rusty Payne of Premier Bank of the South. One of my favorite opportunities at the bank is to help customers save money for their future needs. It is important that funds be set aside for future needs, such as retirement years, unexpected medical bills, or many other home purchases or any other unexpected bills that occur. The bank offers customers a variety of ways to save money, such as individual retirement accounts and savings accounts that all pay interest. We work with our customers to help them choose the best option available for them to set aside money as they are able to help provide a comfortable, trouble-free future. We at Premier Bank of the South are ready to serve you and look forward to seeing you soon.
And we have a caller ready to go. Again, the question for today, what kind of a business is Jolly Time? Hello, who's calling?
Clinton.
And from where are you calling?
Drummond.
Okay, what do they do at Jolly Time?
Balloons.
Okay, got all right. Great big balloons. Yeah, inflatables. Stay on the line, please. Thanks for calling in. Yes, they have inflatables. Big ones.
Yeah.
Inflatable, and they rent them, by the way.
It looks like they have fun. That's
Yes,
what Jolly
they do.
Time is all about, having fun.
Okay, we're going to show you that ad and the rest of our merchant ads. This time we start with Auto Tech, where they do major engine repairs, transmission, and brake repair on all vehicles, foreign and domestic. That is Auto Tech.
And Mullins Body Shop, you've counted on them for over 50 years now for auto body repair and towing, and you can continue to count on them today. Call Sonny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim, 734-1353, Mullins Body Shop.
AmeriGas has changed the name, now called Coast Gas. Now it's the same name, or same people, and they have a fall tank set special. They offer 24-hour service. Give them a call today.
Brown & Company Beverages is a specialty wine and beer store located right there on 157. If you haven't been in there, they've got a wonderful selection, and they also do wine and beer tastings.
Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. Call Holly Mullins today to book their inflatable. They have slides, water slides, obstacle courses. They've got everything.
Deb's Bookstore, it's your hometown bookstore just down the road. Gift certificates are available. Browsers are always welcome. Used books are half price off every day. New books are 20% off at Deb's Bookstore.
Night Free Insurance, providing insurance coverage for over 3 generations now. Voted one of the top 10 growth agencies in the state of Alabama for auto owners insurance.
And Doug Doggett's, located right there on Compass Way, is featuring the La Fall line, and that's why you want to shop there, because they've got a great selection of all kinds of beautiful jewelry.
Cullman Wellness and Aquatic Center has the full fitness center, complete with weights, cardio, and professional training. They have the indoor walking track, the Cullman Wellness and Aquatic Center.
And Baldwin Counseling Center, we're talking about Dr. Howard Rogers. He comes to see us once a month, but if you want to go see him, give him a call, set up an appointment, 256-737-3087.
There we go with our merchant ads for today, and I think we have one birthday to tell you about.
It looks like we do. Christy Turner is going to have a birthday today. Happy birthday, Christy. Her name will be put into the drawing on Friday, where everybody has that possibility of winning an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
Now we're going to find out what's going on around Cullman. Waid Harbison from Cullman Park and Rec coming up next.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Waid Harbison is back with us to talk about what's going on as far as the City Park and Recreation Department. Waid, to begin with, you mentioned to me before we went on the air, new program guides are available. Let's talk about that first.
Yes, absolutely. That's one of our bigger things we kind of do to let people know about all of our programs that go on throughout the whole year. So if you're interested, definitely go by any of our parks and departments. All of the program guides are available now. You can get them at the Aquatic Center, the Civic Center, everything like that. But that has all of our programs all the way through March of next year. So it's a really, really good source for if you're just missing a date, you're curious about what we have going on. All of our adult programs, senior programs, kids programs, all our facility information, it's all in that book. So go check it out. It's always fun to see that. We did kind of a little recap of some of our Park and Rec events over the past year in this program guide as well. So if you're interested to see kind of what's been going on the past year and what to expect next year, this is just a really good source to do that. So go get one of our program guides from any of our facilities and parks.
Well, and also if you're new in town,
yeah,
it's
definitely
a great resource.
And we have those at the Chamber of Commerce. We have them at City Hall. We, all over the city, and the Chamber actually distributes them all across the state and rest stop areas, that sort of thing. So it's great for us. It's great for the city of Cullman as well, because when people are coming in, they can see things. Maybe they want to stop off on the interstate and play golf at the golf course, and they can know where that is, or Hurricane Creek Park, or if they're coming to stay the night, the rates for the Aquatic Center, just everything is in there, all of our big events, the dates, and everything like that. So really good source for everybody in Cullman and out of Cullman as well.
And then, of course, this whole bass thing is coming up, and it's been all week long. I think we've seen stuff in the paper about it, and you've been involved in it, so tell us what's going on.
Yes, we have had the people, and I know a lot of people have heard about this. We had a big announcement about a year ago now, I guess, that we were going to be having the Bass Hall of Fame come into Cullman. And so people kind of are wondering, well, what is this? What is this really? So the Bass Hall of Fame, what this is a group of basically bass fishermen from just all over the United States. And this is not just a, United States thing. This is something that's international. This is an organization that's completely international, which I don't think a lot of people really realize the scale of this. Yeah. But this is something that's an international organization. So what they're doing is they do not have an official home for their Hall of Fame, and what they want to do is have somewhere to feature all of the world's best bass fishermen, and all these kinds of different fishermen, that sort of thing. The records, all these kind of things that you hear about, and this is something huge. Basically, every fisherman would kind of have in the back of their mind these records and those sorts of things. So very, very interesting that we're going to be getting this here. We're going to have a huge aquarium in the facility, as well as all the kind of interactive exhibits they're going to do as well. It's going to be very, very nice, though. The aquarium is going to be built by a crew of people from the TV show Tanked, and I don't know if y'all have heard of that or not, but Animal Planet does a show called Tanked, and it's featuring all these great aquariums, big aquariums, and they're actually going to be filming an episode that will be on Animal Planet here in Cullman soon. So as they're building this, they're going to kind of do shots and that sort of thing, and then come out to Cullman later on as we get construction going on that. So a lot of fun. But this week, what we kind of did was we met with the Bass Hall of Fame, because the city of Cullman, our role in that is basically this is going to be held at the Burroughs property down on County Road 222, and that's the city-owned property, of course. And we're going to actually build a new state-of-the-art convention center, civic center with it. So the Cullman City Parks and Recreation will actually have the civic center that we'll rent out there, and it'll be about 3 times the size as our current civic center, so it'll allow for a lot more opportunities, a lot more things going on.
Conventions and things like that.
Right, conventions, and with the new interstate exit coming off of the interstate there on County Road 222, it's going to be great for traffic, people coming on the interstate and that sort of thing. So
easy access.
A lot of easy access. But the guys from Bass were here this week. They've been doing some fundraising from their membership and that sort of thing to kind of get their money. The city's put up there a certain amount of money, and now Bass Hall of Fame is going and raising their money. And they have until July of 2014. So that's tentatively, once they raise all their money in July, that's when the project will start as far as construction. They estimate about 2 years until we open. But these guys have got contributors from all over the United States, and it's just outstanding because they're going to Japan and getting donations. They're going to all over Europe, and it's just you would be surprised at all the people who are giving to this project. So this is going to be not just I think a national tourist destination, but I think an international one, because there's a lot of people, bass fishers just all over the world that are huge on this, and they're going to come and be a part of this. Come to Cullman, stay here, and that's the hugest thing, I think. So it's going to be really great for the community.
Every time you go to Disney World, you see this influx of Orientals, but mostly
Right.
Japanese, because they do like to travel and stuff.
They do.
So
They do.
we just might be a hot spot for the Japanese to come and visit.
We will, and I think with all of our industry here in Cullman, that's another thing. A lot of industry from Japan in that area as well, like
Yeah.
Utaka and Topre, that sort of thing.
Right.
So there's already a lot of families, a lot of base here, and we've done a really
Right.
good job in Cullman of recruiting those people here. So I think we're going to kind of get the same tourism group to influx as well.
Very
So
good.
it's going to be a big thing.
Yeah, it really will. Thanks for being here today. We sure do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Stay tuned. We'll have more right after this.
In the nation, we worry about fire-breathing monsters, and we worry about spinach. At Nationwide Insurance, we take care of the big things like protecting you, so you only have to worry about the little stuff. We put members first, because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that doesn't sweat it.
Nationwide is on your side.
Now it's time for our community billboards, brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Veterans Day Celebration 2013 is going to take place on Saturday, November the 9th from 9 until 3 at the Veterans Memorial Park at Sportsman's Lake Park, featuring a special welcome home tribute to our Vietnam veterans. And Mount Olive Church ladies are doing a Christmas bazaar on Saturday, November the 9th from 8 until 3 at the Fairview Town Hall. Famous homemade desserts, original arts, and crafts will be available. If you have a community billboard you want to share with us, you can email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com and go ahead and give us a call, 256-734-7399, or fax at 256-734-7680, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Cullman.
And our weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. We can expect a little bit of rain this morning, otherwise cloudy, a high of 69. Cloudy tonight, a low of 51. Sunshine returns tomorrow with a high of 76 degrees.
Wow.
We have an event that will be coming up in November, and our guest tomorrow will be here to talk about that.
Yes, Colonel Ken Brown's going to be here, so we're going to be visiting with him.
And he'll be talking about a Veterans Day event saluting Vietnam veterans.
Right, I just read it on the community billboard,
That's
and
right.
so, yeah, so that'll be an exciting event as well.
That's our program for today. Thank you for watching today on 2.
Hope you have a great day.